Welcome back to my channel Sarvagyan. My name is Dr. Lokendra Singh, and today we are going to discuss about some really interesting and very important topic which we should know, that how to host a website. Especially if we talk about WordPress website, so how do we host a WordPress website on AWS? So we are going to see this particular video, and definitely this video will be completed within 3 to 4 part. I'll keep on posting, so do not worry. So these are going to be in sequence only. So first of all, today we are going to see that how to host a EC2 machine, and especially with WordPress. So first of all, obviously, as you know, you all are familiar with this particular console. So this is AWS EC2 management console, where we are going to create one EC2 machine. So now first of all, we will go to AWS marketplace. So as you see, so there are a lot of software available here. You can pick any of the software. Different type of software available, like for blockchain, for product development, CRM, e-commerce, e-learning, and other sort of components are available. So the very first thing which we are going to select here is, we will look here for Bitnami, Bitnami, Bitnami. So Bitnami WordPress is the particular popular software. This is like eligible for free. We are not going to pay anything for it. So this is freely available. There are two things. First of all, if you want to have SSL certificate integrated with it, you can select this image. But for now, we do not want to have SSL certificate with our web server, so we are going to choose this one. Both options are available. You need not to do anything. So like Open SSL certificate will be made available to you if you are not going to use. If you do not want to use any like DigiCert certificate or any other certificate, then you can select open source one, right? But for now, because if you see the reviews, so like we are getting 4 star here, and 129 users have commented on this, wherein like 4 star available here as well, but only 15 comments are there, right? So for now, what we are going to do, we are going to select this one. So obviously WordPress image we have selected. After that, we will have to select the type of instance. So as you can see here, so WordPress is going to give you some just notification that these are the particular product, how you are going to be charged, how much you will have to pay for like different type of instances. So that is it, right? So if you talk about like T2 Micro, so as this are AWS account and we are working under free tier, so for AWS account even we don't have to pay anything, right? So obviously we will hit continue here, because let us say if we are running multiple EC2 instances, and that too with T2 Micro type of instances, though even we will have to pay for it, but we need not to worry about it. Let's continue. So now the particular next step here is, that is the particular EC2 machine selection. So we are going to select this T2 Micro type of EC2 machine, right? Then we will hit next. So over here we are going to get one virtual CPU, and we are going to get 1 GB of RAM. Like network performance is going to be low to moderate. Even IPv6 is supported for this machine if we want. Okay, so number of instances is going to be 1, because we are not going to have like load balancer, we are not going to have like auto scaling group for this and all. Purchasing option, it is going to be on demand instance. Network default VPC is going to be there. What subnet we are going to have, so obviously we are going to select here 1A. Which subnet, so like use subnet setting, there will be one public IP address associated with this. Host name is going to be like use subnet setting IP, like IP name, whatever the IP name is going to be there, so that is going to be resource name. So you can define some resource name as well, like EC2 and others. So this is some recent feature which has been introduced by AWS, right? So for now, we can rely on the default one. Or if you want to see like something new, so obviously we can select this one as well. Then placement group and other components are going to be the same. Shutdown behavior, we need to keep it stopped. Then after hibernate behavior, we are not going to touch it. So like rest of information, I guess that we all are aware of it, so we are not going to discuss much of it, right? So then after, we are going to have storage here. So by default, the particular machine which we have selected, that will include at least 10 GB of storage. Yes guys, one more thing I would like to add here, that is very important. So if you are willing to have like cheaper and better storage type, so SSD 3, like GP, like general purpose SSD, that is GP3 type, this is much more reliable, because it is going to provide you high IOPS and throughput, wherein the cost of this particular is less than GP2. Wherein in case of GP2, we are going to get 100 IOPS per 3000, and maximum up to 3000, and beyond that, like you are going to get 3 IOPS per GB. But in case of GP3, you are going to have a lot of. So that is the advantage of it, selecting it. So for my machine, I'm going to select this one. If you want, you can encrypt your EBS volume. So I'm going to use encrypted. Like if you want to add any like shared file system, so you can click here and you can have shared file system as well. Let us say you can talk about EFS, right? So I don't have, so I'm not going to add. Okay, so I can give it a name. Like I can define server Gyan WordPress, right? I have given it a name. So the particular tag will be implemented, will be applied on instance, the volume and the network interface. Then after, like it needs to open port 80 and 443 and especially for K422 as well, because I need to log in as well. I can define a server Gyan WordPress. I'll copy and paste it here. For description as well, if I want, I can define a name, that why this particular port is open and all. Then after, I'll hit review and launch. So as you see here, once again, WordPress is just like notifying you that these are the particular things which we have configured and all. I'll hit here launch. I'll give a particular name here. Let us say I need to create a new particular website, so I can define here server and WordPress. The same name of key pair I'm going to give. So that is it. I'll download the key pair and that is it. I have downloaded the key pair. I'll need to hit launch instance and we are good to go. So within a while, this particular instance will be ready. And definitely guys, after this particular screen goes away, we shall be able to see the particular WordPress screen. So with like guys, within this particular screen, we are going to access it. Then after within like coming session, I'm going to tell you that how do we secure it, how do we place it behind a load balancer, how do we point it to GoDaddy, and let us say if you need to change the DNS name, and also every single component, every single configuration file, I'm going to tell you. Because in interview usually what do people ask, that how do we host website, what are the steps of it, how do you like point a record, can we point multiple record to single IP address, and all these sort of questions are usually asked during interview. So that is why we are going to cover these sort of things within this particular this particular video and the upcoming videos. Okay, so guys, as you see, like instance is hosted here, instance is launched. So like server Gyan WordPress, state is pending. So if you want to see the particular details of it, you can figure it out that we have instance ID. This is the instance ID here. This is public IP address. This is private IP address. And guys, for interview purpose, let me tell you, private IP address of any EC2 machine is the primary IP address, right? So this is the particular host name, like IP. So IP based host name we selected. So that is why it is coming up here. Like there is no elastic IP address associated. So in the meanwhile, guys, let us go to elastic IP address, and before we access this EC2 machine, we need to associate one elastic IP address with this. And why it is so? Because let us say that if we want to have this this IP address, and we want to reboot this machine, we want to stop and start this machine again, so this elastic IP address is not going to be changeable, so this will remain same, and we can give the same name here to this particular elastic IP address. So the particular tag has been specified. Now I'm going to associate this elastic IP address with our instance, not with the interface, but with the instance, right? So I'll have to select the private IP address, allow this elastic IP address to be reassociated. Let us say that if this is associated with this instance, and going forward, I would like this this IP address to be associated with any other machine. So that's what we can do later on. So yes, that is associated now. Once again, we will go back to instance, and now if we see here, so we shall be able to figure out that this is the particular private IP address, and going forward, if we see here, we shall be able to figure out the elastic IP address of this machine. Okay, where is that particular elastic IP address? Okay, that should be in the networking section. Okay, these are details. Now let us talk about security. So what is security group? What is IAM role, if any, associated? What are the particular rules opened? And for incoming, outgoing, every sort of rules we can figure out here. This is for networking section. This is public IP address. This is private IP address. And if you see here, Like if you try to drill down a little more, then this is the particular interface, and these are the like elastic IP address. What are the elastic IP address associated? We can figure out here, right? So everything, once we refresh this particular page, so things will be available for us. So right now the particular IP address is changed because we did not refresh that page before. So if you see here, elastic IP address 1, this IP address is associated with this EC2 machine. Storage, you can figure out that what is the storage attached and when it is created and all. So status check, we can figure out both the status check are passed. Monitoring, what are the particular components being monitored, we can figure out here. And finally the tags as well. So these are the things which we can check with the help of this particular dashboard, right? So like CPU utilization, status check, like status check failed, system status, network byte out, network byte in, network packets out, network packets in. This sort of information we can read out here on this particular page, right? So let us go to details, and once again, like let us say if I want to access this particular website in a particular this one, so what I can do here is, so I'll have to figure out that I do not want to access this on HTTPS because this is not yet secure. So what we are going to do here is, this is like WordPress blog. So use as WordPress blog, we can figure out here hello world, and that is it. Leave a comment, this is demo, and like name, LK Singh 009, website server gyan.com, and that is it. So if you see here, you can figure out your comment is awaiting moderation. This is a preview. Your comment will be visible after it has been approved. This is demo, right? So this sort of thing we can figure out, we can do with the help of WordPress website. I guess that is it. Like how that is it for this video, guys. Like how do we host a website, and how do we figure out for these things. And within coming videos, guys, I shall be telling that how do we map this particular IP address against a domain name. Let us say if there is a particular website servergyan.com. So how do we map that domain with this particular website? This sort of thing we will be discussing within the coming videos. So guys, thank you so very much for watching. Have a good time and happy learning. If you have any questions, so please do write in comment box. I shall be happy to assist you on that.